In this section, I'm going to be covering the noise suppressor and the send and return portions of Tone Studio. So for this purpose, as you can see up here, I've really cranked up the gain and volume on a metal zone type patch so I can properly show you how the noise suppressor works. Now, the on-off is obviously on or off, and the threshold right here, it adjusts the parameter as appropriate for the volume of the noise. If the noise level is high, a higher setting is appropriate. If the noise level is low, a lower setting is appropriate. So I've got the noise turned up high right now. So I'm going to put it up to 50, and then I'm going to turn the volume on my guitar up. See, right now it's cutting it. Now if I turn it down, I'm getting that noise. And it sounds loud. I'm sorry about that, but for demonstration purposes, back over here, and we'll slowly crank it up. And this is one of those things you have to find in the sweet spot of a noise suppressor, is that point where it suppresses the noise. So right about there is a good spot. Wonder if I can turn the volume down just to. Yeah, okay, that's better. So it's not so loud on your ears. And it sounds like garbage, but I'm just using it as a demonstration. So we got some noise in there. I'm going to slowly crank that up until that noise is suppressed. Now, the threshold, it adjusts the time for when the noise suppressor begins to function until the noise level reaches 0. So, see if we can demonstrate that. Let's turn that noise suppression down just a bit. And then that adjusts the time so you can kind of, where it shuts it off, or where, like I said, the noise level reaches 0. Once you stop the noise, it should stop it faster or slower. The higher it is, the slower it's going to be. Turn it down. Turn that release down. It cuts that noise faster. Turn it up. It's higher, it's slower. It's a lower threshold. So you kind of want a lower threshold if you got a lot of noise. As opposed to, one more time. It's a longer turn down. See? Okay. So that's noise suppressor in a nutshell. Let me get off of there and just pop back in here so it's normal. And let's go over to send and return. Now, send and returns, it's basically, this is your effects loop and your send and return on your effects loop. On, off obviously turns the levels on and off. Now you got position, which is either post amp or post reverb. You can either choose any one of those. I can't really demonstrate because I don't have anything going in my effects loop. So, I mean, if you're running your effects loop, then you would mainly deal with these things. And then you got your mode, your series or parallel. Now, your series or parallel specifies whether the external effects unit is connected in series or parallel. Then you got your send and receive levels. So your send levels may be high, and your return levels may need to be adjusted lower or higher. You're going to have to play with that one. Sometimes your send levels are too high, and it can create interference or clipping. So you might have to turn your send levels down, and your return levels, same thing. So that's a noise suppressor and send and return in a nutshell. I know I've already said nutshell, but I mean, it's fairly simple. So there you go. Next chapter.